This is the Newmarket Budget Committee for February 5th, 2013 at 7 p.m. And let's do the Pledge of Allegiance first.
Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so we have two items of business tonight. One is the let's do the minutes first to give another member who's in the building but not here yet a chance to come up. So the minutes for January 22nd, I believe, are the ones that we have to approve.
Here comes Russ now.
Would someone like to make a motion on the January 22nd minutes, which were distributed by email?
I make a motion we approve as written.
I'll second that motion.
Take a copy.
Second.
Triples, okay.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So I appreciate you guys want to look at them, but I'm not going to wait for you to read them to give them
No,
comments.
no.
So does anybody have any changes?
Did anybody get a chance to look at them? Did
I
they
read
seem
them.
okay, Ellen?
I read my parts and they look, it's like amazing. I don't know how you write it all down. Yeah.
Oh my God, look at this. It's a book.
It was like reliving it again.
But it did capture, might as well take a copy.
I put deodorant
Seemed fine.
I put deodorant on.
You're not doing the deliberative session, are you? Do you have to do the deliberative session? God bless you both.
That was a very good call.
Okay, so I hear no comments, so all those in favor of the minutes of January 22nd, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, carries. So then, let's see. The reason we're here is because at the deliberative session on Saturday, which was the most attended deliberative session I've ever been to in Newmarket, at the school session, there is a change made to the operating budget where the voters present added back in $70,000 that we had removed from the budget. So that brings it back, and I don't have the number in my head. I thought I did for a second. So I'm sure someone has it here with them.
$15,623,567.
So what I would ask for is a motion to recommend it, because I don't want to have to explain how we vote when it's a vote not to recommend and it gets confusing. So the requested motion would be a motion to recommend the operating budget of that number Drew just said. And then we can discuss it. I would caution that there's really not much to discuss because we cannot change the number.
Which includes what? I'll motion to vote to approve the operating budget as amended by the deliberative session.
Is there a second?
What number?
Okay, Gary
Which is-
seconds it.
15,623,567.
They added back in the 70,000 that we had
That's
removed.
what I'm looking for.
Yep.
All right, now I have a question.
Sure.
A yes vote to the motion, to recommending.
Puts the 70 back in.
Well, it's back in anyway.
Yes, that's
If
correct.
we vote to not recommend it, does that mean we automatically are endorsing the default budget?
If someone's going to vote, they have to vote for one or the other. There's not a third option.
Correct.
Right.
So if you say you don't approve it, then people who believed you would vote.
You could also
for the
abstain
default
and
budget.
say, I don't support either number. That's
Okay.
I think that's the third choice.
Sometimes I get kind of
Yeah, no, yeah. Gary?
procedurally.
You said you didn't want to get into something, and I'm not trying to torture you. But I would like to know, when you said, I don't want to get into how to reverse, in the beginning a minute ago, you said you didn't want to get into the other option. What, for all of us here that voted for the budget that we supported, and I understand what we're looking at. If we vote against it, theoretically, we're supporting the default budget, which is higher, which is even
Much
further
higher, yeah.
from, I understand all that. So my question is there a way to legally, if people feel that way, say we don't endorse the 70,000 that was put back in, but not support the default budget? In other words, the original budget that we supported, is that?
I
is
think
there
there's
no-
three choices. It's yes, no, abstention, and then if
Okay,
if
so
people
just-
want to write a letter to the editor.
No,
explaining what
I'm
their
not
vote meant.
going to go. So just in closing, no one here could make a motion to say we support the original budget that we voted on at the meeting on such and such a date, which was $70,000 less. That is, you're saying that is absolutely not an option?
There could be a motion like that, and it could be approved, but it wouldn't change the number going forward.
That I get.
Yep.
So just say that happened. I make a motion to support whatever the number is, less of 70, the original number we had, 15 million, whatever. And how would that look if, and just for sake of argument, if we voted the same way we voted the other day, the last time we did that, whatever it was, 6-3, 7-3, whatever it was, how would that appear on the warrant article?
It would not appear. on
It
the
wouldn't.
warrant
Okay, so essentially,
This would be
making
in our
that motion
minutes.
and supporting it doesn't really effectively go anywhere, other than
The record.
the record.
It would be on the
article. It'd
record.
be in the minutes, but it could be in the minutes simply by this discussion.
Right.
It's already going to be there.
No, well, but we're not formally, I'm not making the motion, and we're not formally voting on it. I just wanted to know if that was an alternative to put in there, but I guess it isn't.
The voters can't choose that, so it's kind of a moot point. The choice is either the existing budget or the default budget. There is no other choice.
This is only an.
Okay, so my last question is, if we abstain, we can give a reason for the abstention because we supported the original number that we came up with, end of story.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
Abstentions don't count towards the yes or no.
So that wouldn't even show up on the vote.
Our job is just the same as it was with regard to when we started. We either recommend or don't recommend.
Correct.
It's as simple as that.
It's a little
It can go either way, but we're not going to do it because we don't tell them what to spend and what not to spend. We,
We're given the bottom line number, yeah. Okay, so are we clear? The motion that was made, it was to recommend the article as amended at the deliberative session. So if you vote yes, you're saying yep. No is no, and abstention is for whatever reason you want to abstain. Okay, so, okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
That's Brian, Ellen, Jack, Drew, Russ. Oh, okay. Roseanne and Judy. Are those opposed? And abstentions? Okay.
I'm going to abstain, and the reason I'm abstaining is because I did not support this number going in, and I'm going to, I support the original number that we voted on at the meeting when we put forward our budget.
Okay.
Same reason.
Same reason for, okay. So the motion carries 702. Is that right? Yep, okay. Great. 702. 0 being no, there's no votes. Okay, so, good luck to everybody that's running for budget committee and town council and school board and everything else like that. And, the Ellen will organize the first meeting of the new budget committee. And, thank you, everybody, and
Thanks,
have a
Brian.
good year.
Are you available for writing?
No, I'm not available right now.
Before we abstain, I'd just like to thank Brian. Excuse me, adjourn. I've only abstained twice this year, so it's on my mind. I'd like to personally thank Brian for the work he's done this session, and I think he handled Saturday well, and I did concur and agree with some of the comments that he made at the end of the meeting, for whatever it's worth.
Second.
So,
That's very nice, thank you. Okay, so there was a motion to adjourn by Drew, is second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned at 7:10. Hey, that was a fast meeting.